And good evening, my lovely lost tales, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my soothing Sunday stream. I hope you're all doing well this evening as we settle in to play some more coffee talk. I hope you're all doing well this weekend, and if you are a subscriber on my YouTube channel and you've checked out my latest ASMR tale, thank you so much for giving Glash's latest chapter so much love. It's always just so heartwarming to see a wonderful reception to when I put out a new video, so thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't checked it out yet, then be sure to head over to my YouTube channel and take a sneak peek if you like powerful protective orc ladies with badass growly voices. I hope you're all doing well tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. And a big thank you to SpiritWolf74 for your 2-month resub. Well, this 2 months has gone so fast. Much love, Stephanie. And much love to you too, SpiritWolf. Thank you so much for your support. And a stretch check to get things going. Thank you. Also, chat, I'm pretty sure you could see this, but correct me if I'm wrong, but you should now be able to see that there is a new goal. It's my first time trying one of these. There should be a new goal that when I hit 1800 followers, then I will give my Twitch channel a much needed update and get some new emotes for you guys. So if I reach 1800 followers, then I'll put some new emotes out on my channel that I am very excited to bring to you guys. But we have to reach that milestone first. And a big thank you to the wonderful, as always, Scarlet Novella for your 36-month resub for, well, it's been 3 years. More than 3 years now of tolerating my bullshit. Thank you so much, Scarlet. You're such an angel. Thank you so much for being not only an amazing friend, a moderator, but just a wonderful being. Okay? Thank you, sweetie. Tystorm210, thank you so much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely lost tales, and you are welcome at the Blue Rose Respite anytime. Perfect timing tonight, we're just getting started. And a quick hydrate check before we get going. Alrighty, so yes, because wouldn't mind, because I'm not quite sure what it looks like from your guys' end as viewers of my channel, what if you can see like a banner or something in the chat that has like the goal on it. I also have some delicious lemon and ginger tea to keep me hydrated, because when I play Coffee Talk, I do all the voice acting for all the lines, so I always need to stay hydrated during these streams. Yeah, I don't see a goal. That's okay. I'll see if there's something I can configure on my end, something I can tweak maybe, and see if that's a visible thing. Or maybe it's only visible if you're not already following. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's all good. Let's continue with some more coffee talk though. I'm not quite sure how much more is left of this game. Hey guys. I forgot I had left it on you guys. Okay. Everyone, settle in, relax, and enjoy. Before I get too distracted though, let me just check if there's anything new I've unlocked. Ginger latte I've unlocked, good. Chill. Okay, Bailey's freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate will draw and design for food and shelter. Anyone else I've unlocked? No, I think we're good. I think it's down in the description section where the rules and links are. Okay, cool. Okay. He never really changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. The Medloid Man, thank you so much for the 25-month resub. Hello everyone, and hello to you too, the Medloid Man. Thank you so much for your support. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Stephanie, I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Okay, alrighty, so we got the solution for the Galahad was the remedy, but we can try out some different ones. It had ginger in it. That was the thing. So it was tea based. Tea with ginger and cinnamon was a masala chai. Tea, milk and ginger. Tea. What if I just said tea, ginger and lemon? Or is that already something? Let's try tea, mint and ginger. Something a bit different. One thing I've learned about this game is that it does make it so that when you have like a definitive drink, it has a definitive name to it, and it's not just like mint ginger tea. It's not just the ingredients. So let's try swapping those around. So tea with ginger and mint. That's one thing I'm kind of like, does it really have to be like that distinct? But okay. Okay, it's the same thing, but let's try serving it just in case. Try this. Thank you. I'm sorry, but this doesn't taste anything like what I asked for. You said try something different, Gala. Pardon me for the mistake. Never mind. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Hey, Mike! Everyone say hi to Mike. They're amazing. How's it going, my dude? I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. That makes sense. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Oh, those two bastards. Hey fam, I'm exhausted but I'm here to enjoy the chill vibes, y'all are wonderful. Oh, thank you so much for dropping by, Mike. If you want to engage with chat, that's awesome. If you want to just lurk and enjoy the good vibes, then that is perfectly fine. You do you, my friend. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible that they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. they wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, okay. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed... Hyde. I prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with... something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you two. I know. Anyway, Stephanie, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Okay, tea-based, warm and cool at the same time. Yeah, mint. I think maybe even like serving them a mint ginger tea is probably good, because then that's equal balance as warm and cool. What do you guys think? Oops. Salt. Salty. J-Word the God, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Let's try that, because it's warm and cool at the same time, so... Let's try straight classic mint tea. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted, yes. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil? Hyde, we're on the same wavelength. I like you. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you two. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high... Oh, the shade! The shade! Ooh! Oh, that tea is scalding today. Freya, are you sure you don't want me to serve you like an iced coffee to soothe that burn? I've got high standards, you know. You? You look so tired, Freya. Gala, you're not helping. Never tell a person they look tired. Need a sensu bean with that coffee? Sensu bean! We just flick a coffee bean at Freya's head. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. Gala can say I look like whatever he wants. Mike, do you have a crush, perhaps? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Vampires are masters of shade, seeing as they avoid the sun. That is a very, very good point, the Methoid Man. Very good point. I have a lot of things. Like, you have a fine appreciation for many a wonderful monster, gal, and guy, and everyone in between. But there's something about werewolves that hits different. I know. For me, it's vampires, personally. Right. I showed Stephanie my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admin life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kinda like biz dev for people's lives then? You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Shit, Gala looks amazing for his age. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. Chat, I see you. I see you thirsting over this wonderful assortment of gorgeous people in front of me. In front of us. The communal us. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Stephanie. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. Mike, I see all. I am the Seraph of Stories. I see all. Steph, you pick games with hot characters and then call your chat out for being thirsty. Look, at least I'm somewhat restrained when I thirst for characters, because I gotta keep the show moving. I don't have time to get flustered. I just move through it with grace and poise, and then I just put on fun voices for them and let you guys get flustered. Big brain move. You know, it's kinda hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story. Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Huh. Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. And one story later... Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. Mike, what are you doing? I don't check my phone or DMs during stream unless it's an emergency, so whatever you're sending me, Mike, that'll have to wait until after stream, okay? He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You can see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Sam, does my long-winded phrases ever make you flustered? Very good question. It makes me smile. I don't get flustered, but it really warms my heart when you take the time to write those wonderful, elaborate responses to my Instagram pics or videos and stuff like that, so it does make me feel special. I'm aware, but chat knows. They know. They'll sense when it happens. Well, that's ominous, Mike. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Okay. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. Sure. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there, but I kind of pushed him into it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Hi! It's you again! Good evening, everyone! Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. I know that reference. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. He has a very strong... I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You can say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hide. You come here off... Oh... I am just here cleaning my cups and watching this very intently, trying hard not to smile. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Ooh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. No, sorry, I wasn't getting flustered. It was more just like the adorableness of like Neil knowing how socially awkward they are, then just walking straight up to Hayden and being, hey, come here often. Just standing here, just being like, oh, I want to watch this go down. Oh, what does that social media pic look like? Oh, it's pretty. Stars. Ooh, we got some more about Hyde. Favorite things? The fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. What I'm doing in my life. Currently a model, past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Interesting. Interesting. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing in Seattle? Mike, are you starting some shit in chat? Don't you be corrupt in my chat. They're all very good. They are my lovely lost tales and they know how to behave themselves. Don't you, chat? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Army Jandrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew you a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you'll be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Okay, they want something like invigorating? Make you feel something. I could serve up an espresso maybe. I mean, it's probably so potent that you can like literally feel your heartbeat in your head. Or just all chocolate. I don't have any chilies. I have cinnamon, honey, lemon, mint, and ginger, as well as the standards. See, I can't do, like, any of the extra things. I have to pick a baseline first. So I could just serve them up a very, very strong coffee. Where's Bo with you need her? Yeah, honestly, like, Bo is such an expert at tea. She would be amazing at just being like a tea barista, being able to like give everyone what they need. I actually bought some of her tea when I was visiting Texas, and I brought it back with me, and now I like to have it if I'm not feeling 100%. Sorry, Bo, Rainbow Cosplays. She also owns the tea shop, the Ivory Monocle, and she's amazing, and her tea is very good. Coffee. And they asked for just something brew drink that make you feel something. I'm not quite sure what to do with this one. I kind of want to give them just like the super strong coffee. So let's give them an espresso. Okay. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Oh boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Neil, you are a good bean. Slightly creepy at times, but good so far. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Hyde's asking the real questions here. Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you in a good story. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. But I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss? From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? I'm gonna come right out here and say, okay! Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories. but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. I know, Mike, it's just the adorable little... Please. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of these terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Fair point. Okay, honestly, Kalana, this is a fantastic game and I highly recommend checking it out yourself. We're already maybe about 6 or 7 hours, I think, into this game, so I'm not quite sure how much longer we've got to go on the story, but it's a lot of fun. Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, and those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So, even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? I can't with these lines. Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? I can't. I imagine I'm standing there like directly opposite them, like cleaning a glass, just like with the dumbest smile on my face, just watching this like the best tennis match. Wow. Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. You have no idea. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Honey, you need to educate yourself now. Thank you for the hydrate check, Pet Lloyd Man. Thank you. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. Thanks for the stretch check. Dog Souls, thank you. Thank you. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. That's a hard no. No, we have to know the mechanics of this. Is it like an avatar thing with the Navi and like the ponytails together? Because if it's any weirder than that, we have to have a long ass conversation. And then I probably still say fuck no. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research. And we tried it on the testing object we made. What's the stream rated? It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. Kinda is. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. I imagine that, like, Freya and Hyde, once, like, Neil is gone, they just give them each other, like, the longest stare, just like... Did that just happen? Did that just fucking happen? Like right now. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer Orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. Excuse me. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. Hey, Crack Druid, how's it going? It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Sal tomorrow. So, I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. I'm doing well, Druid. I'm doing well. Today's been mostly like the gym in the morning, doing my meal prep for the week and stuff, just playing some video games, taking some chill time. Whenever it's the weekend that I like release a new video, I try to take some extra time for myself and just do some fun things, like just play some video games and relax a bit. Oh, that's one way to put it. See guys, I do take time off for myself. It's rare, but I do it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Ah, that went well. No joke, proud of you. Oh, thanks, Mike. I really do appreciate it. I really suck at taking time for myself, but Once I see like I'm kind of up to date when it comes to like lines I need to record, my recording schedule is like smoothly underway, and I've got enough like progress made of like what my next video is going to be, then I'm like, okay, I could take tonight off to just relax, play some video games, catch up with some emails and stuff like that. I tend to be really good at staying on top of email correspondence. So anyway, blah blah blah. If I manage to like get all that stuff sorted, then I'm like, okay, I can allow myself to take tonight off. Steph, writing for your next ASMR and video editing does not count as time off. I know it doesn't. But if I'm also happen to be watching Netflix while writing it, then that counts, I think. Hey Carmina, how's it going? Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Oh, and it looks like it's a wonderful rainy night. Okay, the Evening Whispers, Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven main cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Do you need this game to tell you off against Steph? No. No, I'm learning my lesson, okay? Welcome. You're new. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. I'm gonna burn your coffee. Go away, leave Neil alone. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there may be a solid possibility that we've been running around under false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. We must warn Neil immediately. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate check, Baron. I do need to book myself in for a massage. That's something I always keep forgetting to do. I keep forgetting to do that. So whenever I do like a stretch check and I hear something like, oh, that's a little stiff, like, it reminds me, I need to go get a massage sometime. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? I love these two so much. Good evening, Stephanie. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua. Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? No, you go first. And I'm just looking at them back and forth like... Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? I could do that. I assume this is right? Ooh, Marrakesh, very nice. Your drink's ready. Oh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Madkesh in Morocco? I heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my. It's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Tarik. Okay, the Tarik, what was that again? Shit, have I discovered that yet? What's a Tarik? I assume it's tea. But I don't know if it's a green tea or a black tea base. Shit. Oh no. Oh no, what is it? I'm just like, oh, I just need to get some extra ingredients, and I duck behind the bar and quickly search for my friend, like, what's a tea Tarik? Okay, TT milk. Okay, let's give that a try. Okay. Thank you, chat. I do appreciate it. Here's your tea Tarik. Huh. Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. Myrtle is so nice when she's laughing, and the two of them are laughing together. This makes me so happy, you guys. It's actually better than I thought it would be. The taste is really authentic. Just like the tea Tarik you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I travelled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. I had a feeling you guys would appreciate some back-to-back helpings of some lovely orc ladies, so I'm very, very glad that Myrtle showed up tonight. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh. I want to say, please don't forget to rest. But I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Huh. As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know. That optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. Alright fam, I must part for now. Be well everyone, treat Neil and Aqua right for me. We'll do our best, Mike. And thank you so much for dropping by tonight. You know you're always welcome here, and hopefully you can make it back again soon. I hate to admit it. But yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you. Or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. I'm already used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay?
Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm.
Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way?
Actually, I have some good news about it.
What is it?
The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. She's so cute. Good for you, baby.
That's really good news. Congrats.
Thank you.
So, what's the problem then?
I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer.
Why? Confirm it, fast. Before they give you your spot to another indie.
I'm just not sure about it.
What's stopping you? Cost?
The booth is free for indies.
That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket.
But I'm not that confident.
You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken. The judges are usually prolific people in the industry. And also senior journalists.
I know. But I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max. Expecting full metal conflict in other bigger games.
Every game has its own market, you know? And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. Sometimes it can be a bit hit and miss, but we're pretty good.
What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me?
That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life.
Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event.
That one is a problem, yeah.
Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight. Showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror.
You know what?
Huh?
So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. Myrtle? Are you gonna offer to go to PAX West and act as like her support? And help promote it? If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Hey, Scott! And yes, absolutely, we must protect Aqua. She is a good bean. I'll come with you. Sorry, I'm a little tired tonight. Sorry, guys.
Me? No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something.
Nah, it's no bother. I'm going to be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge.
What about your company's booth?
Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I could just ask my lead to skip this year.
But...
I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not.
Oh, okay.
Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on?
I'll have my laptop and a smartphone.
Is the expo build ready?
Expo build?
You're not planning to showcase the full version, right?
That's the plan.
Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now?
It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want.
Do so.
Okay.
Got it. Now, let's see. Who is it?
Hey! Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Stephanie. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week.
They're still adding new performers?
Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. And I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet.
What do you want to order?
A sweet hot chocolate.
Okay, so cocoa powder, milk, and honey?
I think that would be right. What do you guys think?
Yep, we got the Titaric. Who did I unlock info on? Myrtle. Favorite things, me time, what I'm doing in my life, as I've stated before, working on Full Metal Conflict series. They're all good beans. Okay, chocolate, milk, and honey. Let's give this a try. Milk, honey, hot chocolate. I want to try and switch it around. So it's hot chocolate, honey, and then milk. If there's any difference. Okay, that looks a bit better. A Cherubim Miruku? Miruku. Okay, let's give this a try. Here's your drink.
Oh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it.
Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. I know, I love that it had a little heart in it. It was so cute.
Thanks.
Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play.
Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion?
Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long.
That makes sense.
If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention.
Noted.
Dad? Oh no.
What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening?
I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. Oh no.
And now you're causing another ruckus.
We're sorry, Stephanie. We didn't mean to cause you any problems.
You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for.
Well, anyway, I better order something.
What are you having?
What would you recommend?
Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara?
Oh, what is that?
It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger.
Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Okay, so it was hot chocolate with ginger and milk. I'll try it in this order first, and then if it's not coming out right, I'll swap it around. So it was hot chocolate, milk, and ginger. Let me just double check that. Come on. There we go. Oh, it looks like it's got a churro in it. That's really cool. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad? Yes? Please, just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He is not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. Doxil, thank you so much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely Lost Tales, and you are welcome at the Blue Rose Respite anytime. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. I will say, I understand why her dad is wanting to be curious, but especially if he knows someone is shifty in the industry, Rachel, it wouldn't hurt to maybe listen to him on this one. I understand there's like a fine line between being an overprotective parent but if you actually know someone is sketchy that your kid is working with, yeah, maybe it's fine to put in your 2 cents. Managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. Or, you know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but It doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please, go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away, and it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Sweetie, I understand your dad's paranoid, but listen to him when he says someone is shifty. Excuse me for a moment, Stephanie. I'm sorry about what just happened.
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway.
What? You didn't hear the argument, Myrtle?
Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it?
That's amazing.
What's so amazing about that?
I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that.
Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead?
No, I was listening. I made notes.
See, you didn't even realize that you were capable of focusing your attention.
Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now?
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yo, Stephanie, we're leaving.
Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual.
Please take care on your way home. Everything's awesome and fine. I worry about Rachel, though.
I guess that's all for
Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh. Yes, yes. Please don't worry about me.
Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel?
No. I lost her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright.
I hope you're right.
And by the way, pardon me for asking.
Yes?
Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me.
What's that?
Why did you leave the music industry?
Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh, no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. Oh, I remember. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats.
What do you do for a living now?
After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time. And we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Stephanie. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Goodbye. Oh, I worry about those two. I hope Rachel's gonna be okay. And that she finds, like, the two of them find a nice kind of middle ground. Bedchamber, a cup for those longing for a deep slumber. Oh, I could use a cup of that, I think. Thursday, October 1st, 2020. The Evening Whispers, Thursday, October 1st, 2020. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Naiman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. And yes, I recognize that meme anyway. I love this game. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Maybe. I just want to quickly see what we found out about our friends. Rachel. Myself summary. Hi there, I'm Rachel Florencia. You may have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album especially for you right now. Injury. Self-summary. Music enthusiast and father. Favorite things, family and music. What I'm doing in my life, trying to be a better father while running a record store. Also, has Aqua's picture changed? I think it's changed, like the one before she was at a podium, right? And that's her new one. She's so pretty. Oh. Medals is still the same. Everyone else's is still the same, I think. I think Lewis has changed, so it's this artsy picture instead of the one in the swimsuit, I think. And Freya's is this one, I think, is a new one. I could be wrong. And brew pad. I unlocked that one. And that one as well. Slowly unlocking everything. Still a great deal, many things that I still need to unlock, but we're steadily getting there. Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need a mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Yes! Yes! Good job, Neil! Good step in the right direction. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh. Sorry, I think I need to blow my nose, but I should be fine. Blech. Let me think this over, if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you! Neil's gonna work for us. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though. Just like, that is so adorable, just like the full spacesuit with just an apron over the top of it. I think this will be better than trying to Armstronging people into relationships. Oh, that's so cute. To help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Welcome. Holy wow! What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Oh, okay, now we're bringing predominantly Neil behind the bar. Okay, interesting. Hey, Snebly, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight, and I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. Huh, it's not that. Neil is just helping out. You never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned something since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I could write an article about your work here. Freya. I still need to write it for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. Eesh. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favourite? Our favourite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Alrighty, so Freya is feeling experimental tonight and wants something a little different. Why don't we try and uncover something different, maybe? Like, something a little bit different, like coffee, honey, and milk. I want to see if this makes something very different. No, we can make something better. What have we not made yet? Sugar honey iced tea. Honey. Ooh, coffee, honey, and cinnamon. That sounds good. Let's try that. Oh, that does look good. Sugar and spice. Yes, let's serve that up. Oh, and I just noticed that the hand holding the mug is Neil's hand, because he's got the orange jumpsuit. That's so cute. Oh my god, this game. Here is your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. Okay, Scarlett, so I stepped away for like half an hour. Why is Neil making coffee? Because he asked to work for us so he can work on his communication skills rather than going, like, trying to find a date. And so we said yes, and now he's the one who's bringing drinks to customers and trying to develop his communication skills, and it's so cute. But today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare a draft in a few days, I think. But now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil? Freya wasn't being serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We're glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number, but full-time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, The standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. And that is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you'll be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand, but we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yup. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things that are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So is it still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. This is fine. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Ooh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, another guest. Myrtle! Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. I love Myrtle so much. Thanks for the stretch check, Hayden. Thank you, thank you. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Alrighty, let's give this a try. What do we have? Okay, let's try a ginger latte then. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon, you think? Let's give that a try. Just to see if it comes up with something interesting. That looks amazing. I kind of want to serve it up to her, but at the same time, I'm not sure if cinnamon's her thing. Because like with the gingerbread coffee, it also looks like sweeter, whereas she usually, from what I can tell, prefers slightly more, for lack of a describer, like savory sort of drinks. Maybe coffee, ginger. Yeah, let's try that. Because then that makes a jahe tobruk, so I think that's more her style. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Huh? Pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get late. Oh! No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other? What do you mean she likes Aqua and she's plenty sweet? That is a very good point, Tita the J. That's a very good point. Communicate with each other? Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step. Real Crowley and Aziraphale vibes with you and Neil right now. You know what? I kind of see that. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just...
Aqua! I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told the barista to call the cops when he was going to... Sweetie, where is Stephanie?
Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here.
Oh, you're safe.
Yes, everything is fine.
She was worried about us because she saw Neil behind the counter and she wasn't sure what happened to us. That's so cute. Oh, thank you for the hydrate check, Arenas. Thank you. Okay. Please, let me take a breath.
Here, please drink this water. Excuse me. Feeling better now?
Yes. I'm sorry.
It is all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here.
What are you doing here, anyway?
We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So here is the deal.
That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Stephanie.
It's nothing really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn?
But do you really think one day isn't enough to learn everything?
Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for much longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. Maybe call it a night after this day. Yeah, I think so. I think after this day I might wrap up tonight's stream just because I am a little bit sleepy. I have work tomorrow, so I kind of need to have a little bit of an earlier night. Little bit tired, and honestly, this game is wonderful vibes, but it does make me very sleepy. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place.
Where do you want to go after this?
Coachella. Okay. This is fine. This is fine.
What? What are you going to do at Coachella?
According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. This fucking game. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes. We noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, But hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. I love Freya so much. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together?
It's nothing, we're just friends, you know?
That sounded very defensive, Aqua. Make sure, like, you guys aren't hang out a little bit more than usual? Having good time together? Catching up whenever you have the opportunity to? Just asking. Just curiosity. Just checking in. Freya's the kind of best friend who gets on your tits but you love her. Oh no, I can't possibly think of how that sounds familiar, Scarlet. Can't possibly think of it. Oh my god. We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember?
Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see.
I thought your research was in computer graphics.
Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first. So I couldn't buy her a drink.
Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway.
But...
Wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? How much does Neil know? Because I didn't notice that it was maybe spelled wrong, but you can't really hear the difference if you say verbally your and your. Neil, how much are you aware of? He's trying to scare me. Oh no. It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Well, that's horrifying. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game?
There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish.
What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI, UX. Oh. Steph, what's that astronaut behind you? Don't fuck around like that! Oh, and Vince, thank you so much for the boobs. It's so good to see you, my friend. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation.
It surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight.
You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. But if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. Hang on 1 second. Oops. Just needed. There we go. Sorry. I think I missed something. Come on. And even if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done.
I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please, be more confident.
I'm even starting to doubt myself.
I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others. But it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done.
You're too kind, Aqua.
What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine.
You don't have to talk about it in front of other people.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know?
Aqua's so good.
Baby, no.
I have a feeling that maybe Myrtle was opened up to Aqua a bit more in private about some stuff she's going through, but she doesn't want to talk to us about it, and that's okay. Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people.
I really am sorry.
I know. I said thanks already, right?
But you put so much more emphasis on share. That's sarcasm. I know that.
Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all.
I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years?
Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly.
So what do you work on?
A secret project.
Oh, by the way, Steph, I think you can enlarge and cycle through the photos in the Facebook app. Let me just have a look.
Let's say Freya, for example.
There is an extras section in the main menu where you can go through all the pictures that have been revealed so far, so that might be what you're thinking of, but it doesn't seem I can do any, like, jumping through here on the mobile. A secret project. I'll tell you under a friend DA. Okay. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people?
That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pictures, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pictures, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said.
Oh, so you haven't released anything for the last 2 years?
Sometimes, our team works to support others when they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah.
By the way, Myrtle, I just realized.
What?
Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right?
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you had a vacation?
Before I joined this company, I guess.
That's like 4 years ago.
Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burnt out.
Her little determined face is so cute.
I can't with that because she's just so adorable. And like, even like her character sprite, the way her head is slightly downcast, like she deserves so many head pats.
Yes, that's why. You need a vacation.
But I can't just take one.
You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow.
But tomorrow is...
I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off.
But where should I go?
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
You will?
I'm going with you for this long weekend slash vacation.
What about Max West?
That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now.
Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right?
Alright. Oh, I'm so excited!
Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person.
Really? I'm sorry.
I can't with her, she's so cute. Don't be.
Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time.
Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay?
Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. I can't with her, she's so adorable. And Myrtle, you're amazing as always. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. I've got to finish this draft first.
As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya.
Thanks, Nia. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house? I definitely won't say no. Ah, that was so good. Milky Way, sweet and cool like outer space. Alright, we're just going to get to the newspaper and load up the next day, and then we will be wrapping things up for the night. I just want to get to a point where it's like confirmed that it's saved. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. Evening Whispers. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. New healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game rising hell blamed for violence at school. Okay. Let's not get carried away. Save. And go back to menu. And yes, that Milky Way did sound like Neil's sort of drink. But now is when we're going to wrap things up tonight, guys. Because I have a feeling if we went on for another extra day, it'd probably be another like 20 minutes, maybe even a half hour. And I'm a little bit sleepy tonight. It's just this game, and Sundays I always get a little bit tired as I'm kind of bracing for the week ahead. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight, guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. If you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You are welcome anytime. Be sure to check out my other socials in the chat right now, including my Twitter for important updates and other fun things. My 2 YouTube channels, one for my ASMR tales. The new Glacier one came out yesterday to an amazing reception, so thank you so much, guys. And my other channel for my Twitch VODs, and my Instagram for lovely pictures and all that good stuff. Oh, Scarlett had absolutely lovely time, Steph. I'm really glad to hear that, Scarlett. Chat, actually, can we get lots of hugs for Scarlett at the moment? Because she is a precious bean and absolutely deserves it. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight, guys. Let me just see who's currently streaming. We can maybe send them some love. Accept the love, Scarlett. Alrighty, let's go say hi to Neil Newborn and his amazing crew. Give them some love from the Blue Rose Respite. And a big thank you to also everyone who recently followed me tonight. I cannot wait to see you again. And also now we have a goal. When I hit 1,800 followers on Twitch, I'll be releasing some fun new emotes. So be sure to mention me to your friends and stuff. Recommend my channel if they're they kind of like my sort of vibe, and tell them to drop by sometime. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead, and remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.